Ladies and gentlemen, hello! Very warm welcome back to you. This is Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc with me, Reichi. I hope you're all well. We're doing things a little differently due to consumer feedback, and we're going to completely immerse ourselves in this story. So I've turned the face cam off, which is fantastic because I'm sitting here with my hair half done, no makeup. I've got some tiny little shorts on because I'm sweating my butt off because the UK has a heat wave at the moment. So yeah, not having to look presentable works for me. But yes, welcome back. Thank you for your patience and your support on this series. This is something I'm absolutely just doing for fun. So to see you guys enjoying it as well is really, really cool. But without further ado, we've just had three of our friends are dead. So how are we gonna get over this? Let's go. Oh, Makoto's not saying much. I guess we'll go to bed? Okay, we don't want to go to bed. I'm guessing Sayaka is not in the bathroom anymore. No. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
Yeah.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure took your sweet time! I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here! Sorry, mate. Give me a minute. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey,
Jesus,
come
that's
on.
fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There was nothing left. Like, the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room?
Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death.
Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's just a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple.
What do you mean?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No what? I don't want to live
Take it.
if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because
Oh no, my heart! Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it? Oh, my heart.
so
She's right. If you reap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Oh. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma that ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Oh god, speaking of which.
This is as such.
It's
soon the doors
nighttime.
to the dining hall.
Oh.
And one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
What?
Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck
Piece of
with
shit.
me.
Who does he think he is? Dun dun dun. And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun.
Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair.
I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Of course Taka would be like well up for it.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
I forgot about this.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one that keeps us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, that sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you just fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So why I can't. Right, give me. Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. For some reason I can't do Sakura when I'm laughing.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry.
Why am I like this?
Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. This power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point.
Oh, but this is not Monokuma, this is Makoto. Wow. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Get hold of yourself, Rachel.
Hey, of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then...
I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope Speak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the
A
heck?
whole new world?
You
It'd
guys?
really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and your ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world until you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about
seems-
that.
Unlikely.
Piece of
Well, we
shit.
don't know until we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Guess I'll do the same. Right, we're gonna look for the new area, which is, I think, right outside the gym. Yeah, here. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Stairs! This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Okay, let's have a look. We've got some bathrooms. We've got nothing there. Let's see. Oh, there's a classroom here. Class 2A.
The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Aw, so cute.
I don't see any clues here. Just Sakura. There is, there's a pool. Oh man, Kina will be very happy. There's a library. Just here. I don't know if we have to talk to everyone. We maybe do. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true. I don't really have a reason to check it out. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's a thing. There is a thing. Hello. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope Speak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope Speak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope Speak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as these issues, forcing our closure, have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting our official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem that Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust that the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on his little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about this school and I never saw anything about this.
So in
That
other
must have been all
words-
part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The real reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then what about the other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection could be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison all of us here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or dot. I think there might be more to look at in here. I guess they want me to talk to everybody. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in.
No, I'm absolutely shocked.
How come?
I have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works.
Yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs.
You just don't get it. Not at all.
I do get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile.
Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value.
You're so full of it.
I'm just used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP?
Those two really worry me. But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Stop talking.
Nothing. I was just thinking out loud. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. A coin! You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far.
Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section?
comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time.
I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile.
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all.
Ah, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action.
Boy on boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth! Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Oh, just talking about it makes me want to be sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
There! You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor.
These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Ooh, still something for me to see here? I guess the desk? There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. Almost like it's been closed for a year, guys. Maybe I can actually take a look in here. What's behind this door? Some kind of archive. Oh yeah, he's already said that to me. I mean... laptop? It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really oh, excuse me. There's nothing I can really do about it. I know someone who might be able to fix it though. Okay, cool, we found, I think it must have been the laptop. Okay, so that's the library. There's another classroom just over here. I don't know if there's anything important in here. I can't really remember, which is kind of why I'm replaying these. So good though. Reality isn't everything. Oh, he's like a little piggo. I guess it wants me to discover the pool. It's just over here.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, pool, pool! You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Oh, so cute. A pool, a pool! Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected. Yeah, I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go into the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... Oh. I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? It's a pretty weird phobia though. Maybe she's afraid of this big heckin' machine gun. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that here? The locker rooms connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. God, I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it. Why are you getting mad? Mad? The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us. If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Okay. Behind this door is the locker room. This is the girls' locker room. A true gentleman will respect our space, yes? Behind this door is the locker room. Oh, and I guess you're gonna need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really?
Of course.
Really? What? If you want to unlocker the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all dugga.
Just a second.
Bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans the handbooks to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? Well, what? That never even occurred to me, to think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay then, how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton. I do not imagine anyone would have lent the handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age where you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some women decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms, by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
it. As
There is
for
nothing
me,
I hate more than getting water on my face. Sorry, I'll pass
sorry.
this time.
How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Is it gonna it is gonna take me right there, heck yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything?
There's a library. And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route.
Yeah, she's right.
I see.
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet
The
down
warehouse and
listen.
the bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear
And the
me?
warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could
Why?
use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not from what I saw.
Hey,
Fucking
come on.
people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck? We're
Stop
still trapped in
fucking
this piece of
around.
shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out! Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must find each a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece
Whatever
of...
you say, you fucking loon. But now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So are we done for today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? Oh, perhaps. Nighttime? 10
Soon
p.m.
the
Dining
doors,
hall.
okay?
Sweet dreams, everyone. We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do, so I guess I'll just go to bed.
Mr. Monokuma. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Oh, feels bad, man. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's get ready to... Oh, that I wanted to let new regulation...
Oh my god, did I just... Oh my god, did I just completely skip past all that without even realizing it was new text? Our e-handbooks have been updated, new regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Sorry, I was guilty there of checking my phone. I thought, well, it's just the normal morning message. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto.
Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo,
No,
yo, yo.
still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I'd imagine he is still trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient. I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is? I am thirsty.
Hey,
How
come
the hell is
on.
that a problem? Hifumi, would you please make me some tea?
Huh?
Milk tea, if you please.
Why me?
Let's
Your roundish
see.
figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason? I
This
can
is
feel my
fine.
throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh, okay.
Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later,
Thank you for waiting.
Hifumi reappeared with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's
I
no way to
emphatically
think
decline.
about this
You're
in
not
a
my type
common
at all.
sense kind of way.
It's all about the law of casualty, basic instinct, act and react.
Grr. Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh,
Wait. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit?
I hate this kind of tea.
I don't understand.
yes,
Imagine me at a
indeed.
coffee shop. Just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. Then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk. Yes, but this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just too overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment.
I went to all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even further?
Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even if cafes that order proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you are not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Well, we don't actually have a menu.
It does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine!
What? Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out.
I do so love coercion. You were like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, that is one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? It was when Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there? I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that... He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what he might mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him. Oh, I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your
Stop trying to one-up at everyone. Okay then, I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well,
Very well, then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. So that's where we will go and check. I could teleport, I guess. There we go. You'll be in the library, eh? Maybe, hopefully. Yes. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. Byakuya! So this is where you've been hiding. What the heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point. What were you reading? A mystery novel. Right, so you're gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, what?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring. Right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was already actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. What the fuck do you mean game? That's fucked up! But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can only have one winner. That's all there is to it. He is right. It is a zero-sum game. Huh? It is a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match? Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case, our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So in
So
other
this
words,
game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game. But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. That smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not
I
possible.
won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a
What
bitch!
do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece
I'm
of
gonna
shit!
fucking kill you.
Don't make
Like
me
I
repeat
said,
myself.
I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand. It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's
Are you
enough.
trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours. Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
No.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because
Isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know? To kill your own friends is
it's
horrific.
horrific.
Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But, you know,
What?
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come
Yes. If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking
Hey,
around.
shithead, you get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of
Fuck
shit.
you.
What?
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath in such empty gibberish.
You son
That's
of a
it, you're
bitch.
fucking dead.
Just a
Hold
second.
on, just calm down.
Piece
I
of
am
shit.
calm! How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet. Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that, ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend. Was he serious about all that? He was, without a doubt.
Don't
Well,
fuck
fuck
with
him,
me.
then. But what he
Maybe.
said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko? Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Ah, hey, Toka, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there is nothing you can say to bring her back. Ah, jeez. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez, I'm tired already. But I don't have the time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. Free time! And that is going to be the end of the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, I just got a follow on Twitch. I don't know if I muted the sounds. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Thank you so much for joining me on this Danganronpa adventure. Do you smell a murder? Do you smell a murder's coming? You're not going to get any spoilers from me, obviously, until we get there, but I sense someone, or maybe more than one people, may not be quite trustworthy. Join us. You can subscribe to the channel for videos every Friday. Hopefully I'll get a few of these recorded so we can try and get Danganronpa uploaded as soon as possible. Thank you so much for all of your patience, guys. Hope you're enjoying the series, and yeah, catch me. See you next week. Bye. Take it easy.